All right, let's dive into a topic that feels like it's jumped straight out of science fiction and into our everyday lives: artificial intelligence. We're going to cut through all the noise and really figure out what it is, what this whole generative AI thing is about, and, how it's about to change, well, pretty much everything. So let me ask you a question. Can a machine create a brand new video out of thin air? Or write a compelling story? How about this? Can it sing a song but in your voice? It sounds impossible, right? But this isn't some far-off future fantasy. This is what's happening right now. And the magic behind all of this? It has a name: Generative AI. Seriously, this isn't just another tech update or a new app. It's a massive shift in how things are made, how we create. It's the technology that has everyone from artists to engineers buzzing, and we're about to find out exactly why.
But, okay, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, to really get why generative AI is such a huge deal, we need to rewind a little bit. We've got to understand its roots. So let's start with the basics. What even is artificial intelligence?
Think of it like this. At its heart, AI is all about giving a machine the ability to think and learn, kind of like a human does. But here's the big difference. We learn from our experiences, right? Well, an AI learns from data. And we're not talking about a little bit of data. We're talking about mind-boggling amounts of it.
And you know what? You're already using AI probably dozens of times a day without even thinking about it. When you unlock your phone with your face, that's AI. When your map app finds you a faster route to avoid traffic, yep, that's AI too. It's this silent partner working in the background, doing everything from flagging potential fraud in your bank account to helping doctors spot diseases on medical scans. It's already here.
So if that's the AI we've kind of gotten used to, let's talk about the new superstar on the scene, the one that's causing all this excitement. This is the next step in the evolution. This is generative AI, or GenAI for short. And here is the absolute game changer. Standard AI is fantastic at analyzing things that already exist. It looks at data and makes a smart decision or a prediction. But generative AI, it does something totally different. It doesn't just analyze, it creates. It makes brand new, totally original stuff from scratch, things that have never existed before.
And when we say create, what are we talking about? Well, basically any kind of digital content you can imagine. It can write articles, generate stunning photorealistic images, create video clips, compose original music. It can even write working computer code. The possibilities are just wow.
And the key here is that it all works on demand. That's why it's called generative AI. It generates, it creates, and just as importantly, it learns. It's not a one-and-done thing. It's a dynamic process. It's like having a creative genius on call 24/7.
Okay, so this ability to just create things out of nothing, it sounds like magic, but how does it actually work? How does a machine learn to be creative? What's really going on inside that digital brain?
Well, that brain has a name. In the world of AI, it's called a model. You can just think of it as the core engine that drives the whole learning process.
So, how does this model get so smart? It's fed an unbelievable amount of data. We're talking millions, sometimes billions of examples. If you want it to learn about cats, you show it millions of cat photos. If you want it to learn how to write, you feed it like the entire internet. It sifts through all that information to figure out the patterns and the rules on its own.
The whole learning process really boils down to 4 main steps. First, you need data, and lots of it. Second, the training, where the model just studies and studies that data. Third, it starts understanding patterns, connecting the dots. And finally, the 4th step, generating output. It takes everything it learned and makes something completely new. Simple as that. Data goes in, creation comes out.
So we get the what and the how, but honestly, the real question is, so what? What does any of this mean for our future, for your job, for our world? Let's look at what some experts think is going to change between now and 2030.
First up, get ready for this. It's predicted that in just a few years, a staggering 70% of all the content you see online, the articles, the images, the videos, will be created by AI.
And it's not just online content. The workplace is about to get a major shakeup. The prediction is that half of all companies will start hiring AI employees. Now, we're not talking about robots walking around the office, but smart digital agents working right alongside human teams. But this isn't just a story about big corporations. It's a huge opportunity for individuals, too. We're seeing a whole new kind of economy emerge, where millions of people will be able to earn a living from home using these incredibly powerful AI tools for their own businesses. And for professionals, AI is going to become an indispensable partner. Think about doctors having an AI assistant to help them analyze scans, or lawyers using AI for research, or teachers creating personalized lesson plans for every single student. It's going to be everywhere.
And this all leads us to what might be the single most important takeaway from all of this. The future doesn't belong to AI, it belongs to AI-enabled people. It's not about being replaced, it's about being enhanced. The person who learns how to use these tools is the one who's going to move forward.
You know, the craziest part is that this is all just getting started. This is day one. We are standing right at the very beginning of a massive technological shift. And in a way, we're all pioneers on this journey, figuring it out together.
Which really brings us to one final, pretty heavy question. As this technology gets woven into every part of our lives, the choice becomes very clear. Will you be the one who learns to use AI, or the one who is passively used by it? The choice is ours to make.